Hello everyone, my name is Megan Streetman, and today I'm going to be doing my presentation for HUM 2461 OM1 on Livin La Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. Living La Vida Loca was produced by Draco Rosa and Desmond Child and performed by Ricky Martin. It is part of the Latin pop genre, and it was released March 23rd, 1999 on radio stations. Here on the side of my screen, you'll see some pictures that are actually from the music video of Ricky Martin, Livin La Vida Loca, and it features some pictures of Ricky Martin performing and an Elvis-like impersonation, and also some video images from him and his seductive mistress in the car. So some of the lyrics of Living La Vida Loca are: she's into superstitions, black cats and voodoo dolls, upside, inside out, living La Vida Loca, which basically describes what the song is all about. It's about an irresistible, particularly sinister woman who's living life on the edge and seducing others into joining her crazy lifestyle. It describes her life as an up and down, inside out life, and it translates to living the crazy life or living la vida loca. The social impact of Living La Vida Loca was quite dramatic. It was a Latin explosion for the late 90s and into the early 2000s. It was part of the first album ever recorded entirely digitally. It was Ricky Martin's first song ever produced entirely in English, showing that he could not only do it in Spanish, but he could do it in English too. And it was the first fully digital mix song to ever reach first place on the Billboard's Top 100 on May 22nd, 1999. In the text Decoding Despacito, Living La Vida Loca is referred to as the boom in Latin music. Decoding Despacito, an oral history of Latin music, describes it as the start that made Latin music more possible in the modern music space and introduced Latin music to the music space as a whole. The article provides opinions and statements from people who were involved with the first-hand creation of Living La Vida Loca, such as from Desmond Child, the production mastermind behind the piece, who furthered how it was the first song totally recorded and mixed in the box that went number one. And prior to that song, we didn't have that, Desmond Child states. It really set the bar for what Latin music could be in the music space and the music industry, and also gave a whole new light to music in general by being a song that was produced straight out of the box rather than with instrumental background. And they made sound recording history with that song. An English song that I feel kind of relates to Living La Vida Loca, oddly enough, is the song Toxic by Britney Spears, which was released in the 2000s as well. Both Living La Vida Loca and Toxic are songs that describe a seducing and dangerous romantic love interest with an upbeat and addictive musical composition behind it. Lyrically similar, Britney Spears in Toxic states the taste of his lips, and Martin in La Vida Loca states her lips are double red, both songs describing physical features of their interests and how seductive and mysterious they are. Both songs contribute to the rise of electronically produced music. Toxic paved the way for electro synth pop genre to take off in the 2000s, as Ricky Martin had done for the Latin pop genre in the late 90s, with Living La Vida Loca being produced solely out of a box. And both songs brought new techniques that had not been used in the music space prior, stepping out of the conventional comfort zone that music was in at this time. My personal commentary is I actually really love this song. This is a song that makes me just want to get up and dance. Because it was produced electronically, there's no echo behind the instruments heard in the song. So when you're listening to the song in the car or on stereo, it sounds a lot louder than most songs do, performed in that time and created in that time, because they didn't have to deal with the echoing of instruments on top of the track. So straight out of the box, it's much more clear and crisp, and you get higher lows and you get lower lows and higher highs when you listen to certain parts of the song compared to a song that was produced conventionally. Ricky Martin as an artist is inspiring to me because when he was presented opportunity, he took it. From having one of his songs, La Copa de la Vida, as the 1999 World Cup song to opening the Grammys the same year. He didn't stop there. He made another big move just months later with this song's release, putting himself into the English music space and giving the music industry a further inkling for Latin music. Latin pop is personally one of my favorite music genres, and I listen to it daily, whether it be classics like Ricky Martin's music or Bad Bunny. I listen to Latin music on the daily, and it's definitely influenced my life and my ideas on music personally. And a song that should be up next on the queue for you next time you and all your friends are together or you're riding in the car going somewhere has to be Todo de Ti by Raul Alejandro. Raul has a unique and creative artistic style. He is really good at creative, innovative sounds and music that makes you just want to get up and dance. And personally, I think that if the music is good, you should dance. So, and also, Raul can perform, and he can definitely dance. He definitely gives Ricky Martin-esque to me when it comes to his performance and how he composes his music and the fun and energetic sound that he creates. And it's a catchy beat that you'll be singing all day, I promise, because I do. Right, and these are my informational sources that I use for my presentation. I use the Livin La Vida Loca music video itself off of YouTube. I used the Decoding Despacito, an oral history of Latin music text as well. I used some Google images of the album covers and different album covers from Britney Spears' Toxic or Raul Alejandro's Todo de Ti, and also for the Ricky Martin pictures that I used as well. But thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget to continue living la vida loca. Living la vida loca.